today we're going to talk about our bones saved for my dog. This is going to be really short and simple. I have a lot of information on other video blogs about raw feeding and feeding bones and things like that. But in general, any kind of cooked bone is not safe because it will splinter and can puncture your dog's digestive tract, and then your dog will either die or you will have to go into a very, very expensive surgery. And if they have to remove a part of the intestine, your dog is gonna have really, really long-term side effects from that. So be really careful with that. Raw bones are okay. I really only feed leg bones. I do use the marrow kind. They kind of serve two purposes for me. One is dogs have a tendency to want to chew on something. And then it also, as they're chewing, is cleaning their teeth. So any kind of either bone meal or actual bones will help keep the tartar off your teeth. But I do recommend still cleaning your dog's teeth on a regular basis, but that's one of the things that can really help. Also, remember that the marrow inside those bones is very high in fat. You don't want to have them have a lot of that at once. It will give them diarrhea. So give them the bone for a short amount of time, then take it, put it in a bag in the freezer or refrigerator to keep it from getting contaminated, and then bring it out at different times. Also, you want to introduce it in small portions too, because they can get so enthusiastic about eating that marrow out of that bone that they would actually get cuts around their lips. And so you want them to do it slowly so that it kind of gets calloused and they get used to that, so they don't get themselves cut and bleeding and everything like that. So those are just a couple things I wanted to share. If you want to know more about feeding other kind of bones besides leg bones, I would definitely recommend you take a look at some books by Dr. Ian Billinghurst. He is a veterinarian from Australia. 30 years ago, he started researching all the information that we have about raw diet or species appropriate diet for our dogs, cats. And one of the first books I read from him is called Give Your Dog a Bone. And then I found this one, which is called the BARF diet. So it's biologically appropriate raw food, that stands for, even though it sounds gross. But this is kind of like a book that's the cliff notes to that Give Your Dog a Bone. So you can grab these on Amazon. They're fantastic. And he goes through feeding bones and what kinds to feed and what not to feed and what kind of variety and how often. And this is also a really good book too, called Grow Your Pups with Bones, that I read as the third one in the series. So if you want to get the benefit of bones but don't want to feed the large ones, there's a really great product that's out that was actually developed by Dr. Billinghurst, and the only one on the market that's been deemed just totally nutritionally balanced and has the ground bone meal in it. It's called BARF, and if you go to my website, www.emlabradors.com, click on the nutrition button, and in the drop down you'll see Explore Feeding Raw Diet to Your Dogs. And it literally comes in little, it look like hamburger patties, and it has your meat and your bone meal and all of the nutrients, vegetables, enzymes, and everything that is nutritionally complete and as it is species appropriate for your dogs and cats. If you'd like to know more about that also, you can click on the video I have on what are the best, worst foods to feed my dog. And also, if you want to explore a little bit more about raw and bones, there'll be a video on that as well. And that way, also, if you use the BARF, you'll love it because everybody hates dog poop. It smells, it's messy, we hate to clean it up. But with the BARF, the dogs get so much of what they're eating that they can use and absorb. All that comes out is the bone meal, and it's in your yard, and in about 2 days, it looks like a dark charcoal briquette. You put your foot on it, it just disintegrates. It's wonderful and just soaks into the ground when it rains. So those are some of the benefits and some of the cautions of feeding bones. I hope it was helpful. If you found this educational video helpful, please give us a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because then you'll get all the latest and most updated videos from us as they come out. because we do try to cover topics that are relevant and timely and trending, so you'll hear it from us, as well as all the fun videos that we put out that are music videos and cute training videos with puppies and dogs. So thanks for listening in, and please tune in again for any of our other videos. I hope you find them very helpful and informational. Have a great day.